Vape mail today. There we go. Another box from Paragon Flavours. Let's get in this bad boy right away. I'm not going to do a long video today. We had quite the thunderstorm last night. And our little dog's afraid of the thunder, so we're up all night taking care of our dog. But anyways, in my first video I was telling you guys that I was kind of foolish and ordered just a few flavors of stuff I thought would work. So what I've done since then, I've learned a little more. Actually, I've learned a lot more. Is that I went in, I checked out a ton of recipes, and a lot of recipes you'll find use the same ingredients in different quantities, different mixes, but I looked at all those, and to give you an example, before I could, my first order, I could make roughly, this is on e-liquid recipes, I could make roughly 285 different recipes. Ordered these flavors, plugged them into e-liquid recipes, hit the what can I make button, and now I'm at almost 1,300. I believe it's 1,298 different recipes I can make just by ordering these flavors here, in addition to what I had before. So one of the things I recommend is that you, if you're new to this, by no means am I an expert, and I'm a complete beginner to this, but I have done a lot of research and a lot of reading on this. Go somewhere like e-liquid recipes, keep checking out the recipes, click in, and make yourself notes. Vanilla custards use a lot in a lot of recipes. Get that. But anyways, let's get into the box here. Paragon Flavours, like I said, I have to tell you something. I was ordering on my tablet, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to do. So Lisa with Paragon had noticed I ordered two 30 milliliter bottles of a certain flavor, and she actually took the time on a Sunday night, 10 o'clock at night. She did say sorry for disturbing you, which was not a big deal at all, but she wanted to question me and ask me, did you really want two of those? And I never caught it, but she did. That's just telling you what kind of company these guys are. Extremely great to work with. So let's get into it. Here's our box of juices. There's a lot of stuff I want to make and go. So, and the packaging these people do is great. I don't want everything to fall out there, but you can see everything's nice and tight in there. Everything's shrink wrapped in nice packaging, nice thick packaging. Little layer of bubble wrap to keep everything together. So here we go. Some flavor art, some Capella, Inawera, stuff like this. Maybe you guys can check that out there. Sorry I'm in a dark lit room today. My wife's out there doing a few things, and I didn't want to disturb her, and didn't want the background noise. So I ordered these. Oh, and here she sent me, she told me she was going to send me some, we were talking, and I said, that my wife, some of the different stuff, she says, oh, I'll throw in a few goodies for your wife. So she sent me a ripe banana. She sent me some vanilla shisha, which I didn't have any of, and I didn't order, which I should have. Same with strawberry. So I got that. She sent me a little glass bottle, another 30 ml type plastic bottle there with a lid for putting juices in, and of course she sent me some. Oh, now what's funny, this is a crack up. I'm an American, but I live in Canada. I'm a dual citizen. In the States, these little Halloween candies you normally get, they're called Smarties. Well, Smarties here in Canada are similar to an M&M, I would say. But it's funny that she sent me these, and these actually say rockets on them. So that's pretty funny there. So anyways, thank you for that. Here's, see, this is kind of packaging they get there. You know, I mean, everything's nice and tight. It's all put up, you know. Just a few things. The acetal pyrazine, which is kind of hazelnut flavor. Some Joy. Wow, this stuff is supposed to be insanely good. I can't wait to try that. What else you got in here? Cream cheese icing, limerick pie. Some hazelnut, some vanilla custard, graham cracker clear, blood orange, Madagascar vanilla, Fuji apple. A lot of recipes will call for Fuji apple as well, and Zapola. Zapola is it's like a fried donut flavor, and that will show up in a lot of recipes as well. What else we got here? There's our vanilla swirl, Vienna cream, funnel cake, biscuit. One of the recipes I am going to make, it was on DIY or Die flavor of the year, was Pebbles, fruity Pebbles with milk. So I ordered all the ingredients, so I can't wait to try that. What else in here? I believe there should be some wow in here as well, and some joy. Where's the joy? Joy's right there. Small little container of joy there, but the stuff goes a long way. It goes a real long way. And so I didn't order a lot of that. I have a feeling I should have ordered 30 milliliters of it, but just a little bit goes a long way. And one thing I mentioned on my first video, I don't know if any of you guys have seen the first video or not, is that I made some of my own juices. In the first video I had said, am I throw some of this stuff away? Is it going to make me sick because it tastes like shit? Well, there are a couple I made that taste like shit and I had to throw away. But one I made, and it's funny because I was saying in my first video that I had everything in a tackle box, and then I got this other little container. Well, not even a month into it, there's the new setup there for the DIY. I got syringes, my polypropylene glycol and vegetable oil, or vegetable glycerin, sorry, vegetable oil, vegetable glycerin, all the other stuff in there. But I did make this, it's a banana caramel cream. And if you guys are interested, leave a comment, and I'll put the, or I'll go ahead and I'll put the, what percentages I used, what flavors I used. It came out really good. I've let a couple of people sample it, and I wanted their honest opinion. I wanted them to blow smoke up my ass. I wanted them to give me an honest opinion what they thought of it, and so far it's got great reviews, so I'll put that one in there. And one thing I will tell you guys is that, even though in my first video I was talking about DIY and you save a lot of money and everything else, there's still a lot of stuff, there's some store-bought stuff that, I can't go without. For one, here is this Mr. Pastry Millefeuille. I can't even say it in French. I'm not a French person, but Millefeuille. For us English folks, we call them Napoleons. This stuff is outrageous. Flavor's intense. With a cup of coffee after dinner, it's great. Breakfast time, it's great, and get some nice cloud, nice flavor. And tasty, tasty stuff. You kind of get a layered pastry. Millefeuille in French means 1,000 leaves, and that's because of the pastry, that flaky pastry dough. And you get the custard in there on your initial hit, and on the outside, on the exhale, you're getting the icing, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of cinnamon there. Really good stuff. I don't know if you have this in the States, but if you're in Canada, check out Mr. Pastry, Millefeuille. Stuff's insane. I go through a lot of it, and unfortunately right now, if you can see there, I'm down to just a few mils left. So there we go. What else we got? Well, like I said, going back to Paragon Flavours. Free shipping over $70. Packaging is wonderful. Customer service is insane. And to me, that's important. Customer service is, nowadays in the world of everything is, boom, 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 let's go, let's go, let's go. People just want cheap, and they want it, whatever. They don't care about customer service. Well, Paragon Flavours is bringing back, old-time customer service, where the customer comes first, and I highly recommend them. There's a bunch of great people out there. I am expecting another delivery tomorrow from Wonder Flavors. They're super concentrates. I'll do another video on that tomorrow night when I get that box in. But in the meantime, I'm going to open this stuff up, check it out, and see what we got. If you guys like the videos, please hit the like button down there. Leave your comments, good or bad, suggestions. Tell me to fuck off. I don't care. I'm kidding, of course. Oh, one other thing too. If you're getting into mixing, one thing I will say is it takes a lot of time and a lot of research. It's not something you're going to go out, buy some flavors, and just expect. You're going to have to sit and taste every one of these. You can't mix something if you don't know what you're mixing. If you don't know what it tastes like, it's just like food. If you're cooking and you know, you've never tasted a zucchini before, you're not going to know you can't throw icing on it. You know, so you have to sit and taste every one of these. A few of what I've been doing is I take a drop, put it in 5 milliliters of water, swish it around the mouth, get a little bit of taste. Mix up a couple mils of it with your VG and PG, or even just PG, put a drop in there, vape it, see how it tastes. But unless you're with DIY e-juice, unless you have the time, the commitment, the willing to do all your research, stick to your favorite store-bought stuff. Try new flavors from the store. There is a lot involved in it. It's not something that's easy. I've been spending countless hours reading and researching, and because it's something I'm really enjoying doing. For me, it's a new hobby. I quit smoking about 2 months ago, and I've really got into this. Next thing I'm going to invest in is a RDA, because it's kind of hard when I want to test my flavors. You know, I got to put a couple mils in here, vape it all, and then put it in another tester. Well, that's hours upon hours. So if I have an RDA, what you can do is you take your RDA, put a couple drops in there, wick your coils and your cotton, get it wet, vape on 10, 12 hits, whatever it is, let it dry out, dry burn it, put some more cotton in there if you need to. Cotton's cheap. Test the next flavor, and in the course of a night, you can taste a bunch of different flavors. But I think that's about it, guys. Like I said, we had a bad storm last night, and the dog kept us up for 5 hours. My wife wasn't feeling well, so I'm just beat. I'm dead tired. But there you go. Paragon Flavours, Mission, BC, British Columbia, Canada. Google them. I'll put a link down below in the section there. You guys can go check them out and support them. Great company. Thanks. One more thing before I go. Mixing with syringes. Major fucking pain in the ass. Major pain. If that's all you got, like myself right now, by all means, it works. Couple drawbacks to it though. If you're calling, you know, you got 0.2 milliliters. Well, you make a batch. Let's say you add 0.25. You know, you're at or a half a milliliter, and you put a little too much or a little too less, but you love the flavor. You know, it's a great juice. You go to make it again, and you're off a little bit there. It's going to taste different. So I would definitely recommend to you, if you're getting into DIY, start right off the bat. Go ahead and start with syringes. It's fine. But eventually, sooner than later, buy yourself a good scale. The amount of time it saves will be insane. What's happening now, I don't cross-contaminate anything at all. So if I use this syringe on a vanilla cream, as soon as I'm done with that, it gets cleansed into a thing of water, and I have to apply a new syringe for the next flavor. If you're doing single flavor mixes, not a big deal. If you are doing 1 or 2 flavors, not a big deal. If you're creating recipes where you have 6, 7, 8, 9 flavors in it, you're going through a lot of syringes doing it that way. So I definitely recommend buying yourself a good scale. Something that goes to 0.01 grams. By grams it doesn't work. You need that point in between there. So a good scale like the LB501 by ASW, I believe Canadian, is somewhere on Amazon, $44 I believe. So it's definitely worth it. You know, it seems like one that's very popular in the DIY world. The other thing is I was mixing with no nicotine. Well, it works. It's good. But I enjoy that throat hit. So I did get myself some nicotine, just a 30 ml bottle. But when you do it, when you're handling nicotine, definitely get yourself some latex gloves. You don't want the nicotine absorbing through your skin. It will make you sick if you're touching it too much. Nicotine I don't keep in the cupboard. It stays in the fridge. Stays nice and cool, because nicotine can get a little bit wonky on you if it's not stored properly. So it's stored in the fridge. So that's one thing we'll be doing there, is mixing up with nicotine from now on, and I won't go above anything on a 3 milligram. In today's mods, you know, you start going into the 6, 9, 12. It's really harsh on you. So you know, and some people like it. That's fine. I prefer it at 3. And it's just that nice little extra full lung type hit. So anyways, I've rambled enough. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying anymore because I'm so tired. Just got, you know, went for a full day of work today and came home, had some supper, and decided to go ahead and do this video. I want to show you guys everything. eliquidrecipes.com, I believe it is. Killer website. I mean, you can go in there, you can put your whole flavor stash in there. Shows you what you got. You hit what can I make. It gives you all the recipes that are listed with the ingredients. It sorts out what ingredients you have, and then we'll go ahead and tell you what you can make. Are all the recipes good? Yeah, probably not. Are there a lot of highly rated recipes on there? Yeah, there is. So, anyways, look for another video tomorrow on Wonder Flavors. The only reason I didn't get any from Paragon, they don't carry Wonder Flavors. It's something I would like to talk to them about and see if they are going to carry that. See if they are going to carry their flavors. Wonder Flavors was nice enough to send me over some bottles to try, and I'll give you my review on that. Thanks, guys. Keep vaping. Girls, guys, girl, whatever. Your dog, your cat. Keep vaping, everybody. Just keep fucking vaping. Stay off the stinkies.